Hi, so in this video I'm just going to run through creating the 3D model clip for 3D printing. I'm using Onshape, just their free version. It's quite a nice tool to use, so just go through some of the basic steps to building it. Obviously first you need to create an empty document. Gave it the name this. M6 will be the coach screws I'll be using, and I'll be printing ASA. It's just the name really. So I suppose the first thing you want to do is click on this top surface and start a sketch. And we can zoom in this way. I'll use this point here to start the sketch on, just because it's quite nice to use. Oh, what I should do as well is change it into millimeters. I can go here, go to document space, change it here to millimeters. So, alright, keep drawing. Yeah, so it's changed to millimeters now. Just draw the rough shape first. Use this one, which makes you draw a rectangle out from the center spot, which is cool. What's nice is you'll see that I'm able to snap quite easily to corners and lines. So see, that hasn't snapped, but what you can do is use this to, sorry, you can use this here to create a relationship. See that there? Oh, that's not really what I want. See here, it shows you all the relationships that are formed. Let's see what happens here when we keep building. Use this scissors here to cut lines out that I'm not using. Use those, and then I use this tool here to start dimensioning. Put that at 15. You can use the scroll on the mouse to scroll in and out. You can also use the right button to rotate the environment. If I want to return back to that top surface, I can just click here on the top. Takes you back to a nice flat view of your working space. Right, you can see here we've got this line which has formed a relationship here with this thing. So what I would like to do is just delete that relationship. So just click on it, hit the delete button. You can see there it's stopped the line being fixed, so it's returned to blue. Right, now let's just dimension this bottom thing here. So here you go, it's made that line 50, but in doing so it's forced these here out. So what we can do is we can put that into a vertical line there, vice versa. Oh god, it's really getting distorted now. Okay, so I think this is the relationship it doesn't like here. Put that. Okay. See this? It's horizontal, so we want that. Not too far right. No, sorry, we don't want those as horizontal. I think that's where I've gone wrong. What I'm going to do is delete that relationship there. Delete that relationship there. Put that at 20. I will make that into a vertical line. Okay, now we're getting there. See there? Now we can rotate that how we like. Okay, and once it goes blue, you know you've got a complete closed geometry there. Right, let's add some more dimensions in here. So can go different distances, you see. Let's set that to 50. That's looking better now. Okay, let's get in here. You can see that's gone orange, so we know we're operating on that central line there. Mention this one. Put it as a diameter of 14. Gives enough space for the coach screw head to go through. So we can take the clip on and off. That's the plan with it. And this is what we want to tighten it around. So as it's an M6, we want it just slightly bigger than that. So you have it as 6.3. Bit of space around the edges. And clip onto the edge there, straight down. I've actually learned what the you can see here as I'm bending it, the relationships it will add once the sketch is finished. See there, there's nothing, there's not forming any relationships with anything. And there it's formed a vertical relationship, and then it's formed a connection. Okay. Take that out. And I'll just change the distance here to something I like. So 9mm will do for that. Yeah, starting to look good there. So in theory, we'll be able to put our coach screw through there and then pull the box down and then tighten it up around here. So that should help with taking it off if any maintenance is needed with it. Now I'll put some screw hubs down here which we'll be using to attach to the actual box. So there's a vertical line. Form the relationship, you can always hover over there and then come down here. Right, let's just dimension this into place. The screws have a diameter of 4mm, so if we make that 4.2, they should fit through nicely, and then just, oh, okay, so it's formed a relationship with this object up here, which I didn't see when I was putting it in, so that can easily be done by just literally deleting Z relationships. So there we go. Just pull that out a bit there so you can see it's got that at 4.2 now, which is nice. Sometimes you want to say, there we go. If we give that a height, maybe put it in at the mill, and this screw will hopefully go into the top of the box, which overlaps at the back a bit, and then this section will be extruded a bit further later. We'll attach into the main back section of the box. I guess the idea was to overlap a bit to stop any water trickling down joints. Let's put those screw holes in now. Somewhere there. Once again, we go to our dimension tool. If you notice how the lines become flexed, they turn black, that means they're fully dimensioned, so you're not going to be able to move any of them now unless you delete relationships, delete dimensions, and if they're over-defined then they turn red, which was earlier. So let's put this in. Say put this 12mm and 12mm from the base. No, I like that. Okay, and what we can do here now is another screw here, but we can just mirror this hole across this central line here. So if we click on this tool here, select the mirror line. That's the mirror line. Select that. It's mirrored that feature across. If you need to go back, you can just press Control Z. That's better. Right. If I dimension this circle, you'll see it will change both of them. So change that to 4.2. So because it's got a relationship with this here, it will change this one, which is nice. Vice versa as well. So that's the sketch fully defined. It didn't take very long. And what we'll do now is quickly finish the sketch, and then go to this here, which is the extruder. There's a lot of options here, but if I take this way and then click on the sketch, let's define that as the closed circuit for us to extrude. We want to extrude it by 3mm. There's some different things here you can use as well to do with the extrusion. Like we've got a new shape that we're extruding, but you can also remove. Look at the surfaces there, but it's a bit like parts for this. So yeah, it's cool. I want to pick this area, this surface, and I want to start a new sketch on it. Go to sketch. And what we can do is then go back to the top and start sketching on this surface. This time I want to just snap to these lines here, a rectangle. Let's create a box, and then I want to pick these out, which means when I extrude this surface up, these features will be included, so I can convert these into the new sketch, which involves going to this thing here, click on it. That's converted it into the sketch that I'm working on top of this surface. So if I rotate, you'll be able to see that sketch now. And then what I can do here now is I could click there, or I could just go straight here to the extrude button. That's found that using that sketch and it's extruding it. Once again, it's doing it for 25mm, so if we stick that on 3mm. It's important here to merge that surface and that surface, so we know that's one solid. So done there. So I suppose the last thing I'd like to do is put a countersink on these screw holes here. So I'll be using countersunk screws. So I can do is click on these, and I can go to here, chamfer, and equal distance from 45 on it. You can see there it's already given me a preview of what it's going to look like, but I'll change that to 2.5. So that means it's going 2.5 across, 2 point down, cutting out that. And I can select all these. And that's the simple shape done. Relatively simple to make this shape, no complexity, so it's quite a nice beginner step to learning CAD. What we need to do is obviously, it saves it, but what we want to do is export it as an STL, so we can import that into our slicing program for when we use our 3D printer. What I will do is just show you, because sometimes these planes can get in the way, so you can hide planes, you can hide other components. Just go here. And then you've got the different views here, but I just want a nice straight 3D. There we go. So, then if we go down here to the Part Studio, see our partner's got some options here. What we want to do is go to Export. And we'll export it as an STL. And maybe we'll change the file name to previously, so TopFixingBracket underscore M6 score ESA score. So STL binary format, units, millimeters, resolution 5, and just click OK. And there we go, it should have appeared in the download section there, so I hope that's okay for everyone. Okay.